Revelation chapter 18, verse 7 through 20. How much has she glorified herself and lived deliciously? So much torment and sorrow give her. For she says in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall utterly be burned with fire. For strong is Yahuwah Elohim, who judges her. And the kings of the earth, who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babel, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is your judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buys their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine and wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. And the fruits that your soul lusted after are departed from you, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from you, and you shall find them no more at all. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, the great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour great riches came to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? Verse 19. And they cast dust on their heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. Rejoice over her, you heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Elohim has avenged you on her.
Thousands of dock workers are set to strike as early as Tuesday. The walkout would impact ports from Massachusetts to Texas, snarling commercial shipping on a massive scale and disrupting the national supply chain. CBS's Tim McNicholas has more.
The looming strike would mean the biggest disruption to the flow of goods in and out of the U.S. since the height of the pandemic, affecting building materials, fresh fruit, and more. And this shelf could be empty, you're saying?
Well, the bananas, yes.
New York City grocery store owner Abdul Jawad says his customers could notice changes within a week of the strike. If it happens, how will that affect prices?
Well, prices will go higher without a doubt.
A White House spokesperson tells CBS News President Biden does not plan to use his authority to pause a potential strike. The Biden administration is urging the U.S. Maritime Alliance and the International Longshoremen's Association to try to settle their differences regarding wages and automation.
Who's going to save you? Who's going to stop what's written? Listen at the man y'all so blindly trust.
Saying he will not stand in their way. Watch.
Mr. President, would you intervene in the dock workers' strike if they go on strike on Tuesday?
No. No.
Why not?
Because it's collective bargaining. I don't believe in Taft-Hartley.
Revelations 18 and 23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in you, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in you. For your merchants were the great men of the earth, by your sorceries were all nations deceived.